So that's the one thing that I really think they missed on the set, and they kind of dropped the ball. What's up, everybody?
I'm Jaxon.
I'm Kenny.
And we are
JK Builders. If you're new to the channel and you love Lego, you should definitely subscribe. If you don't mind hitting the like button, helps out the channel a whole bunch, and it's very much appreciated. Also, be sure to follow us on Instagram. We've been posting some fire reels, so you'll definitely want to check us out on there. Link is down in the description below. Also, Jaxon, we've mentioned it in the past, but he's been working hard on his channel as well. It's called JDawg The Gamer. I'll put a link to that down below as well. He started doing some stop motion on a little app that he found, but he's getting pretty good at it. He's got 2 videos already posted. He's working on some more. Obviously, he's going to improve more and more as he goes along, but it's something he really enjoys, so be sure to check that out. Link in the description below. Today, we're doing a review of a highly anticipated set from LEGO Star Wars. It is the long-awaited ATTE Walker. Jaxon, tell us about this box.
Well, it's 9+. The item number is 75337. It is 1,082 pieces, and the minifigs are Commander Cody, 4 clone troopers, and 3 battle droids.
Yes, sir. We finally get an ATTE. We don't have one, so they've released several of these over the years. We have never bought one before. This is our very first one, so we're excited that they finally released one for us to buy and have without spending hundreds of dollars on one of the older ones. But I think this one's new and improved from what I can tell. One of the best things is the minifigure lineup. It definitely comes with a large array of minifigures, which is awesome. This is going to be great for army building, as well as just having some of these minifigs like the Commander Cody, which so many people have been waiting for so long. There are several sets that we've had in the past that people thought we might be getting that Phase 2 Commander Cody, and we never got it, and finally we have it. So it's definitely long overdue. But checking out the box art, you have the ATTE here in the background. Obviously, it's at war here with the droids, the clones versus the droids. It's got the new box art with the line going through. On the back of the box, it just shows you some of the play features, so how the ATTE actually opens up, how the figures can fit on the inside. It does have a nice little handle, which is convenient. We'll show you that here in a second. The guns, how they move, and then just another action scene here on the box. But overall, I think it's a pretty cool box. Nice box art. It is a little bit smaller than I thought with the piece count. It's like a skinny box where I thought it might be have a little bit more depth. But overall, I think it looks pretty good. Let's check out the instruction book. Here's the instruction book. Mine has gotten a little bit beat up, but that's okay. You know, we got the new instruction book artwork. Some people love it, some people hate it. I think it's kind of boring. Just a basic picture on the front. I understand they're trying to save ink and whatnot. On the inside, you do have Commander Cody here giving you the progress bar along the bottom, which is nice. It's just got the white background. There was some technique involved in this one, obviously with the frame of the build. It was a lot of technique, as you can see there. No additional tidbits really in the front, which is a little bit disappointing. I think they probably could have thrown in something as far as like the history of this machine. And in the back, it just shows you all of the summer wave of sets that have already come out. Nothing additional there. The instruction book in total has about 205 pages. It was a fun build. It got a little bit repetitive. I mean, anytime you have something that is walking on 6 legs, it's going to get a little bit repetitive. Also, any of these ships where you have like a right side, left side, and they're the same, a little bit of repetition. But it went together really quick. I built it in just one day, right?
Yeah. And
it was fun. I enjoyed it. So let's go ahead and check out the build. All right, so there is the ATTE all finished up. We'll take a closer look at that in just a second. First, we'll check out the accessories and minifigs. We will start off here with the spider droid. We have seen this type of a droid many times before. I don't know if we have one or not, do we? I don't think we do. But it is, you know, something we've seen a lot, and it's not something that is technically correct for this set. You know, it should have been, I think it was the crab droid that should have been thrown in. But I think it's a nice build. It's cool. It looks nice next to it.
it's sort of a crab droid.
Even if it's not exactly what people were hoping for in this set, it's just kind of a throw-in, so it doesn't really bother me. You know, it's not what you're buying the set for. The minifigs, however, are something a lot of people will be buying the set for. So first of all, you have the clone gunner. This is the 212th clone gunner. We've got some nice printing. All these are very similar. They just have different, a little bit different printing and different color variations, of course, and different guns. This one's just got the small blaster. They all just kind of have that clone face. You know, the only one that's different, I think, is Cody. His is a little bit different, as you can see there. He's just got a little bit different expression to his face. But yeah, he's just got the blaster printing on the front and back. Nice printing on the legs and toes. So very nice minifigs. There's been a hot debate going over the holes in the sides of these helmets. All the helmet printing, all the helmet molding is the same. It just has different printing. So they put the holes in all of them. They just made them all the same. That's the way that they were able to do the visor for Commander Cody. I don't really mind so much. Obviously, it's a little bit off. There probably shouldn't be holes in it, but it doesn't bother me too much. Next up, we have several 212th clone troopers. So these have the orange printing. They do come in a couple variations. This one has the larger blaster, which is cool. He's got the same kind of face there, you can see. And then you have these clone troopers here that have the large guns, but otherwise they are the same. They just have the big rifles there with, like, it looks like a silencer on there to me. But here's another one. It does come with a couple of those. So 3 total clone troopers in all, and then the clone gunner. And then of course it comes with the 3 battle droids. These are exactly the same as we've seen in the past. Nothing different here, but it is nice that they included them so that you can kind of play out the battle between the clones and the droids. And then of course, last but not least, of course you have Commander Cody here, the long-awaited minifig. He has the orange visor, a little bit different printing on the chest, legs, and back. And then he's got the larger blaster there, and then we already showed you his face. And it does come with a bunch of extra visors, as well as the little antennas that go on the side. If you wanted to add any details to any of these helmets, you can do so, but we chose not to. But yeah, it's great to finally have this minifig, and as well as the collection that it came with. Like I said, it would be really great for people that want to build up their armies, and the ATTE can be included in that as well. Now let's check out the ATTE itself. So we'll bring it over here. The first thing we'll mention is that it does come with this handle. So you just pull out this handle and you're able to pick it up like this. Jaxon was just mentioning how it's kind of funny how the legs dangle, yeah. But I think it's okay. Some really nice detail. Not a whole lot of stickers, which was nice. There were stickers for some of the details. This is a sticker. These were stickers. There's a sticker up here, one right here on the top, but not a ton. I'd say there's probably, what, like 8 or 9 in total, something like that. And there was a little bit of repetition, as you do have all these legs that you have to build, and you have to build them on the other side. Really cool details though on this. When I compare it, I can only compare pictures obviously from the old ones, but I feel like this is a better build and a little bit more detailed than some of the ones that we've seen in the past. So this set is loaded with firepower. So there are obviously guns all over this. It is a tank. There's a spot right here for your minifigure to sit, so you can put like your gunner up here if you want. He's missing his helmet, that's okay. It's got a little seat for him. This has got this huge gun that comes up here off the front. And then it has a little gun there, it looks like. A couple of the new stud shooters here on each side of this gun with the green stud on the inside that it can fire. Has these little ball turrets right here on the front that spin all the way around like this. There are 4 of them, and then it has the glass right there into the pilot seat, which is cool. This actually pulls out so that you can place your minifig in there to control the ATTE if you'd like. Jaxon's gonna set that up as we keep looking. On the outside, you just see lots of little details. The legs do move, so you can move them if you'd like, especially these middle ones have a good range of motion, I think. On the back, you have a couple more ball turrets that move all the way around like this. Oops, broke that one. Obviously, this turret also turns, so it can turn all the way around 360 degrees, all the way around, which is nice. Let's see, coming around the other side, it's exactly identical over here. So like I said, a little bit of repetition, doing one side and then the other. And the 6 legs, a little bit repetitive, but not too bad. Jaxon's showing us how the gunner can sit on this large turret on the top.
He actually doesn't go on studs in there. It's just like one of those tiled pieces.
Yeah, he's kind of sitting on top. As far as internal space, there is a little bit. So this pops open right here, and then this piece comes up like this. And there are 4 seats on the inside of there. There's a nice little space right there to place your guns if you'd like. And then there is a little bit of a control panel right there. So you can actually fit 5 minifigures in there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then you could have one standing back there if you wanted to. You can load it with all of your guns and ammo and all that kind of stuff.
You can fit Cody in there.
Yep, you can fit whoever you'd like. And then you can also, we'll move this minifig, if you lift up this turret, there's internal space over here as well. Sorry, it's a little bit dark. But there are 2 additional seats in there, as well as a wrench and a little bit of standing room as well if you'd like. So you could fit all of your minifigs on the inside of this ship without any problem at all. So there's a pretty decent amount of internal space on this one. And tons of playability, I think. You could line this up. There's all kinds of guns that you can shoot. And like I said, the minifigs are absolutely amazing. All right, Jaxon, the ATTE, what are some of your thoughts on this set?
Well, obviously, I love the detail. I think it looks really cool. One of the details that I like is that it actually has the handle, so you can pick it up and take it anywhere without having it break.
Yeah, when I built this set, before I built the set, I didn't know it had the handle. It was a very
Yeah,
nice
me
touch,
neither.
very pleasant surprise.
And one of my cons is that it doesn't really have a lot of internal space. I mean, the size is limited, so you only have a limited amount of internal space, so...
Yeah, it doesn't offer a lot of playability, but there is plenty of room for all your minifigures to fit, which is nice,
Yeah.
because it comes with so many minifigures, and also you're going to have your army set up with this. There is plenty of space if you want to fit all your minifigures inside, but as far as like playability and open space to do anything, there's not a whole lot.
Another thing that I like is that one thing that I found interesting is that this is so long.
Yeah, it's a huge gun off the front of that. Now, me and Jackson, we started watching the Clone Wars. So, full disclosure, we haven't watched the Clone Wars.
No.
We've watched the prequels. Obviously, you see these in,
Prequels,
what is it, episode 2, I think, or 3.
I haven't watched episode 3, so...
Not all the way through. You've seen parts of it.
Yeah, I've seen parts of it, but not all the way through.
But yeah, so our information is coming from the prequels and just a little bit of the Clone Wars. Obviously, you have Commander Cody, who is the one that goes through on the Order 66. So that's the one thing that I really think they missed on the set, and they kind of dropped the ball, was Commander Cody should have the little hologram of the Emperor.
Oh, he should.
Yeah, I swear they've done that in the past, and they did it on
they
other
have.
sets that we've had, like the Imperial Light Cruiser. They had the little
They
had the little hologram. We've seen that all the time. That's just one thing that they're really missing on this is Commander Cody needed to be holding that hologram of the Emperor. It would have been very, very easy. But overall, I think this is an amazing set. It's a great addition to the collection. It's going to be amazing for anybody who wants to do army building. That's not something we've really indulged in, is army building, but certainly a collector. We buy pretty much every Star Wars Lego set that hits the market, and I'm very happy that we purchased this one. The minifigures are amazing. I love the build. It was a lot of fun, and I think it looks really, really cool. Now, this one retails for $139. Jackson, do you think it's worth it? You gonna buy it, wait for a sale, or pass?
I mean, price per piece is pretty good. It's okay, but I would...
For a Star Wars set.
Yeah, for a Star Wars set. But I would buy it if you want that Commander Cody.
Absolutely. Yeah, there's things that make this a must-buy. If you've been waiting for this minifigure, you gotta buy it. If you don't have an AT-TE, you've gotta buy it.
If you don't have a spider droid, you gotta buy it.
If you're just looking to build your army, your clone army, I think it's a must-buy. There's so many reasons to buy this. I think for, if you look at the price per piece, I think it's a little bit expensive, but if you compare it to some of the other Star Wars Lego sets that we have seen, it's an absolute bargain. If you compare this to like the Justifier or that Obi-Wan versus Vader set, or you compare it to like that 4+ Endor set, I mean, this is an absolute steal compared to some of those. If you're trying to, balance out which one you're going to get, this is the one that you should get. This one and maybe a couple others that we'll talk about in future videos, but I'm very happy with it. It's been long awaited, and I think it's worth the purchase. All right, so there it is, the AT-TE from Lego Star Wars. Do you have it? Do you want it? What do you think of it? Comment down below. As always, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And until next time, keep on building.